It's DSP's Top 7 Worst Gaming Trends of 2013. The 7 horrible trends that affected gaming in general this year. Number 5. Lots of game delays and controversy around them. Now, every single year, we come across multiple game delays, so this is not really something new. However, in the year of 2013, game delays seem to be the center of a lot of controversy. First, starting off with the whole Rayman Legends and Ubisoft debacle. Let me give you some background. Rayman Origins was a game that was critically acclaimed, but didn't sell overwhelmingly well at first. But it was a cross-platform game developed by Ubisoft and came out for the Xbox 360 and PS3. So when the sequel was announced, Rayman Legends, people jumped and said, wow, the first game was great, I can't wait to play it. But unfortunately, it was announced it was going to be a Wii U exclusive. Now, I say unfortunately because it started a tidal wave of negativity, of controversy that still to this day is spilling over. So since Rayman Legends was going to be a Wii U exclusive, people who obviously had played the first game on the other two consoles that it was on originally said, what the hell? We don't want to have to buy a Wii U. We already own these other consoles. Why are you taking it off of our consoles and onto a new one? But people who were huge fans of the game said, alright, you know what? You just gave me a reason to buy the Wii U, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Well, what happened? Literally 3 weeks before the game was supposed to be released in February of 2013, due to a knee-jerk reaction of Ubisoft management who saw sales numbers for the Wii U and saw how low they actually were for the console, they decided to delay the release of an already finished game for 9 months. So this game, which would have been released on the Wii U in February, was then delayed of all times till September, which is really bullshit for 2 reasons. Number 1, the month of September already had Grand Theft Auto 5 scheduled for it. We all knew that that game, once released, was going to dominate everyone's minds when it comes to gaming. And that's exactly what happened. No one else got any kind of attention in September except for Grand Theft Auto 5. So delaying it to this particular time frame was a death sentence. Number 2, management decided to make the game cross-platform. That's right, going back on their original decision to keep it a Wii U exclusive. So everyone who bought a Wii U just to play Rayman Legends immediately said, what the fuck? We just dumped $300 or more for something we didn't need to buy. Now, admittedly, the Wii U version of Rayman Legends is probably better than the others. It has more features and stuff, but that's bullshit. If you already own the other console and you bought that just to play it, that's a bait and switch by Ubisoft. So it caused so much controversy that the game developers themselves staged a protest saying, please don't do this, management. Please release this game because we want to see it be a success. We feel that a 9-month delay will kill our game. And by the way, you overworked us for the past year and a half to get it done for February, and now you're telling us all of our hard work was for absolutely nothing. Well, it was all for naught. The game was delayed 9 months. It was released multi-platform in September, and guess what? The game barely sold. That's right. That week that Rayman Legends was released, it was one of the only game releases of the week, and it was number 5 on the overall sales charts. So Ubisoft management effectively killed and buried their own game. What a freaking joke. Another instance of a game delay wasn't so bad, but still did stir up a little bit of controversy when Grand Theft Auto 5, which originally was slated for a springtime release, ended up getting a solid September release date. A lot of people were annoyed. In my case, I don't think this was such a big deal because they did add extra polish to the game, and playing through the single-player campaign, you know how good of a game it was, so I'm not too pissed off about that. But the other big source of controversy by far was again Ubisoft delaying even more games, this time on the PlayStation 4. That's right. What was supposed to happen and what was announced as a big win for Sony was that they were going to get Watch Dogs and Drive Club as launch titles on the PlayStation 4 in North America. Now, Let me explain. Watch Dogs, yes, was going to be cross-platform. However, it was going to be a launch title for the PS4, and the PS4 was coming out in North America first. Therefore, anyone in North America who's buying a PS4 probably would have picked it up. In addition, at E3, it was really hyped that Drive Club was going to be this new style of racing game. You're going to love it. And by the way, for PS Plus subscribers, you're going to get this game for free on launch day, which caused people to be ecstatic. We're going to get a free game on launch day. This is awesome. And it's going to be the launch title. It's a driving game, which is usually one of the flagship games you would release on a new console. People couldn't wait. Literally only a few weeks before the North American release of the PlayStation 4, Ubisoft went back and said, no, we're delaying these games, which basically completely emptied out the PlayStation 4 launch library. In fact, looking at launch titles for PS4, it really only had 2 console-exclusive retail games. Knack, which many saw as a lackluster game, and Killzone Shadowfall, which I personally said is a piece of steaming shit. So, really, if you get a PS4, unless you're playing cross-platform games, what the hell are you playing right now? And I'm even proposing this question to myself because for the past several weeks I've been doing things such as Battlefield 4 and NBA 2K14, and I'll be honest with everyone, I'm starting to get bored with the games. So now what am I supposed to do with my PS4 until the release of something, say, like Watch Dogs? It's going to sit around like a paperweight. So really, these delays screwed over Sony to such an extent that Sony realized, oh crap, we got to do a different game. We have to get a different game we're going to give everyone for free because we promised a free game. And the game that they gave, Contrast, a really kind of unique but weird, puzzling platformer, just isn't the same as promising a full quality racing game. Pretty disappointing. I mean, we're always going to have these kind of delays. The thing is that Ubisoft this year really screwed the pooch with so many of them, and some of them always literally coming at the very last minute and screwing people over. Shame on you. Up next, one of the biggest mistakes in gaming history, period. Check it out.